Here's another story created by the storyteller. The title of this story is Bonnie Brush, Learning About Procrastination. See what happens to a young teenage brush as she learns a valuable lesson about doing what needs to be done on time. This is a story about a paintbrush named Bonnie. She was no ordinary brush. You see, Bonnie had extra long hair that was longer than any other brush. This is what made her stand out from all the other brushes. When Bonnie reached her teenage years, she realized how special her hair was. So she always made sure she spent enough time taking care of it. She would brush her hair every morning and evening, and shampoo it every day. Now, even though Bonnie made sure she took the time to take care of her hair, she was not good at using time wisely to do other important things. If she was asked to clean a room, she would put it off till it was impossible to find anything. Whenever she had a homework assignment or special project to do, she would wait until the last minute. Bonnie's parents tried to make her aware of this problem. They explained how important it is to get things done on time and said this would prevent a great deal of stress that happens when you wait until the last minute. Bonnie's parents went on to say what she was doing was called procrastination, which means to put off what needs to be done. Like most young brushes, Bonnie didn't want to hear what her parents had to say. One afternoon, Bonnie received a call from one of her friends. She asked Bonnie if she would like to come over and help paint her room. She said they could listen to some new CDs and have snacks while they were painting. Bonnie said she would be glad to help. So the next weekend they were able to get together for a painting party. They began early in the morning brushing and spreading paint as they listened to music and had their snacks. Bonnie's friend's room was quite large, but because the two were having so much fun, the time flew by. It took the entire day, but the room looked great when they were finished. Bonnie's friend asked her if she would like to take a shower and get cleaned up. Bonnie was so tired and said she would clean up later at home. As soon as Bonnie arrived home, she called upstairs to her mom and dad to let them know she was in. Then she decided to sit down for a while and watch TV and clean up later. Bonnie didn't realize how tired she was, and in a matter of minutes she was fast asleep. When she woke up, it was already the next morning. She then went up to take a shower. When Bonnie went to shampoo her hair, the paint had already dried and it was hard as a rock. Bonnie screamed. Her parents rushed in to see what was wrong. When they saw Bonnie's hair, they realized what had happened. Together, they began trying different ways to help her. First, they used water, but that didn't work. Next, they went into her dad's workshop, and with a large hammer, he tried cracking the paint, but that didn't work either. Finally, her dad tried heat to soften it, but it didn't help. After trying everything they could think of, they decided to take her to the brush salon to see a hair specialist. After examining Bonnie's hair, the hairdresser said all she could do is remove the damaged hair. When Bonnie heard this, she began to cry. She knew that her hair would never grow back because that's just the way paintbrush hair is. Her parents felt bad for her. When the hairdresser was finished, Bonnie looked so sad, and so did her mom and dad. No one said much on the way home from the brush salon. Later that evening after dinner, Bonnie told her mom and dad how she now understood what they were trying to explain to her about putting things off that needed to get done. Bonnie said to her parents, "I realize that I have one thing that is still very special to me." Her parents wondered what she was talking about. Bonnie went on to say, "I have two special parents that love me enough to warn me about something I was not doing right." Then, when you saw the trouble I caused for myself, you were there to do all you could to help me and knew how I felt. As they hugged each other, Bonnie said with a big smile, "What could be more special than that?" For more information about books by the storyteller, go to www.joeystory.com.